If you want a home in Queens, is it still worth what it was a year ago? And if you're buying, are you getting more for your money or less? Today we're going to cover all that and more. I'm Justin from Braithwaite Realty. Let's get into it. Part 1. What are Queens homes worth right now? The typical Queens home is selling for around $957,000, up around $25,000 over the past year, just under 3%. It's still up, but last month I had this closer to $969,000, so values have eased off a bit. Nationally, prices are up about 2% over the same year, so Queens is still a bit ahead, but the lead narrowed. Over the last 10 years, values have grown a little over 4% a year, about $335,000 on a typical home. The 5-year number is softer, just over 3% a year, around $145,000. That's Queens overall. If you want to see what homes are selling for in your specific neighborhood, I've got data on all 56 Queens neighborhoods, every single one, from Astoria to Floral Park, Rosedale to Breezy Point, everything in between, at braithrealty.com/neighborhoods. The link is in the description. But what do those prices mean if you're trying to buy? Part 2, what does a buyer need to afford a home in Queens now? At today's rate of 6.5% with 20% down, the payment on a typical Queens home is around $4,820. A year ago, it ran about $4,860. So buying is still cheaper than last year, but only by about $40 a month. Earlier this year, that gap was a couple $100, so as rates have crept back up, it's nearly gone. To comfortably qualify, you'd need a household income of around $207,000. If that's out of reach, keep in mind this is for houses. Condos and co-ops usually land well below that, so there are real options at lower price points. If you may be selling down the road, I put together a free guide on the home improvements that give you the biggest return when you sell, so you know what to do and, more importantly, what not to do before listing. And if you're buying, you can download a free guide on the red flags to watch for on your walkthroughs, so you can spot problems before wasting money on an inspection. You can find both at braithrealty.com/guides. The link is in the description. Next, how does this compare to renting? Part 3, is it better to buy or rent now? The typical rent in Queens is around $2,930 a month, and it's held flat for about a year. Buying runs about $4,820, so roughly $1,900 more a month plus your property taxes than renting. That's a real gap. But the renter's money is gone the moment it's spent, while the owner's payment is slowly building equity. Next, let's look at the negotiating table. Part 4, who's winning at the negotiating table? Buyers are negotiating about $22,500 off the typical asking price, with homes closing just under 98% of list price. That's about the same as it was a year ago, so sellers are still getting most of their number. Homes are still taking about 47 to 50 days to go under contract, longer than they did a year ago. And there's about 10.5 months of supply out there, firmly a buyer's market and in line with last year. Buyers have plenty to choose from, which is why the homes that are priced and shown right are moving while the rest stall out. That's where things stand right now. If you want to go deeper, here's what I got for you. I rank every Queens neighborhood on my site. The most expensive, the fastest appreciating, where prices are falling, plus the best months to list and prices broken down by property type. That's at braithrealty.com/Queens. The link is in the description. And if you want to know exactly where your home fits into those numbers, you can book a free strategy call. My listings sell in an average of 24 days at 102.8% of asking price. That link is in the description. And if you're buying, this market is leaning your way. There's more than 10 months of supply, real room to negotiate, and even with rates ticking up, your payment is still a bit below where it was a year ago. Use that same link to set up a strategy call. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. I do this every single month, so you always have the most up-to-date information. I'm Justin Braithwaite, and I'll see you next month.